Carmen Falco, what is happening? What's going on in your quest to view the sun?
Yeah, well, we've run into a little obstacle. The parking garage. Now, there's a bunch of our employees out here, but it's more than just ESPN Chicago people. There are a bunch of people on the corner of Dearborn and Lake, and this is the entrance to our garage, as you know. Apparently, they won't let us up on the roof. And I said, well, why don't we just pretend like our cars are parked up there? I mean, we have the passes to unlock the doors to get on the elevator.
Right.
And they said they already tried that. There's a security guard on the roof saying you need a special pass from the city. And I said, well, tell them we're on ESPN Chicago. We're on the radio. And they said, no, you need a special pass. It's a liability issue. Sounds like a bunch of BS to me.
That's crap.
Yeah.
Lies.
So, but we do have a good view of it, though, Yerk. I'm looking at it, and we have a great view of it here looking south, just a little southwest. And, again, there's a lot of people congregating here on the corner. Oh, there's a bunch of people on the north side of Lake Street. Look at all those people over there, you guys. On the north side of the L tracks. It does look a little like the Chargers logo. We need to look like the Padres logo. So there's a bunch of people, and I mean there's probably a good 60, 70, 80 people here north of the L tracks. This is a good view. You're looking south down Dearborn. Sorry, there's an L going over. You're looking south down Dearborn, so this is a good view. There are quite a lot of people up around the corner of like Wacker and Dearborn Lake and Dearborn. There are a lot of people outside the Leo Burnett building. It continues to get darker as we speak. And we are almost now. There's just a little sliver left. It's a tiny little crescent, Jurko.
I'd like to set a scene for you here on beautiful State Street, that great street. They are congregating in front of the Chick-fil-A. And there are probably about 60 to 70 people that have stopped in their tracks and are looking at the sky. The scene that you were hoping would be replicated a little bit earlier is happening now in front of my eyes, Carm.
It is now happening.
East of you.
Oh, Yerk, look at this. I mean, we're down to how much? We got 4 minutes or so? There's not much left. There is not much left. We'll see if it continues to get any darker here on the street. But again, the shade is just like it's an eerie shade. That's the only way I can describe it, where it's so unlike anything you'd see on a normal day.
We were watching the ABC National News with Ginger Z. It was literally light out until it completely went out. Then it got dark. And then it stayed dark down in Carbondale right now. But they've got a picture of the sun. It had the Smith Corona. The Corona light was around there, and it was absolutely fantastic. But I can tell you, more and more people are emptying out of buildings to get a chance to take a view of this twice, maybe 3 times.
In a lifetime.
Every 20 years. Well, it's the second time in 7 years. So,
which is weird, but that doesn't happen very often. No, I said like a few times. A few times in a lifetime, really. And like it's weird that it's happened so close to one another, and that path of totality is almost identical. But
reports at the Chick-fil-A across the street are the chefs and the cooks and all the people that are working there are now out in front taking a gander themselves at what the moon and the sun have to offer. Yes.
There are so many people that have congregated again, like up along the river, because you get a pretty good view. I don't think there's too much blockage right now in terms of the buildings, just where the sun is positioned here. It's basically directly over the Goodman Theater, Yerk, if you can picture that kind of.
Yes.
Kind of over Daly Plaza.
Yes.
Is like kind of where it's directly over. So there's just a great view of it. And it's just, you can almost see, like, with every minute that I look back up, you can see how much.
T-minus 2 minutes and counting, Carm. You're under 120 seconds.
How are the glasses holding up, Carm? How are the glasses doing?
I think they're okay. It's not like my eyes are burning.
It feels like the pierogi is dropping in Whiting, Indiana again as the countdown to our 94% eclipse is here.
So
it's not complete. It's just 94%.
Because we're at 94%, I feel like this is about as good as we're going to get. I don't know that crescent is going to shrink much more, I mean, like, the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to more cross the face of it, and the shape of the crescent is changing, Yerk.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's really happening, I think, at this point. The shape of the crescent, direction in which, sort of like you're viewing the crescent is changing as the moon crosses in between. But I think in terms of like blockage, we're probably at about what we're going to get here in terms of maximum.
If my arteries had this much blockage, would I still be able to live?
You'd be dead.
I'd
I'm
be
not a
goner?
cardiologist, but
Okay.
something tells me if you have 94% blockage,
I'd be
you're
dead?
probably a dead man. Yeah.
What's your favorite, the crescent moon, the crescent wrench, or the croissant?
Definitely the croissant. I mean, come on. I mean,
Thank
but the
you.
crescent wrench is nice because it is handy. You know,
It
it does
is.
come in handy.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Can use it on a lot of nuts, Carm.
I think I like the crescent wrench more than the crescent moon, but croissant is definitely.
All right, Carm, you've got 30
the most
seconds
favorable.
left here until we have
Okay.
our complete blockage here, which is 94%. Give us the description of exactly what you see now.
Well, it's the kind of the same thing here. It's just the shape, the sort of the way the crescent is viewed is just changed. It's gone from more sort of being, from like, let's say 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock as you're looking at it. It's now basically like almost noon to 6. It's like a good 12 to 6 curveball right now. That's what it looks like. It looks like, or maybe 11 to 5. So it's changed in the way you're viewing the crescent. Like I said, it's gone from more 9 to 3 to like that 11 to 5, 12 to 6. But the in terms of like what's disappeared, like how little you can see of the sun, that hasn't really changed much here in the last 5 or 6 minutes. It's just the shape of it.
We have now passed peak optimal viewing time.
We have
becoming lesser and lesser now.
We have peaked. Big
Yes.
round of applause, Danny. Get everybody to clap.
Everybody to clap out there,
Danny's
guys.
got everybody
Big round
clapping.
of applause.
Danny's got everybody clapping.
Monumental, record-setting, absolute bedlam breaking out in the streets of joy, having seen the 94% eclipse. Just glorious times.
The crescent keeps moving, Eric. Again, it's inching towards that 12 to 6 now. And then we are going to be on the other side of it very shortly as we have passed over.
Will be remembered, Carm, not only for the eclipse, but the White Sox only having one victory. The Cubs winning 5 in a row at home and having a 5-1 home stand. And random people just stopping on the street looking in the sky.
More importantly, Yurko, this celestial event coincides with the wonderful fortune that the Chicago Bears have found themselves in with another number 1 overall pick and a certain Caleb Williams being available. Remember, there's yellow in his uniform in college, and the sun, as we look at it, appears to be yellow. Coincidence, Yurko? I think not.
I don't know, but with the moon, the black and gold, does it not give you a minor vibe on Purdue tonight?
Yeah, it kind of does, right? I mean, should we be right? Shouldn't we be thinking it's all Purdue with
That's the investment tonight.
The celestial event?
Yeah, especially their best players, an Eskimo from up north. I think it's something you need to think about.
Does anybody want to try real quick with so much blockage to look without the glasses?
I think everybody should. I think you guys
anyone
all
want
should
to take a try? Just try it. Go ahead. Anthony, look up at it. No? Just try it.
You're going to burn your eyes out, kid.
I'm tempted to just for a second. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not tempted to do that. All you kids out there.
Carmen, we're in Indianapolis now in our coverage on ABC News. They've got 1 minute and 11 seconds until they've got complete coverage of the sun with the moon. So it is maneuvering its way across the Unidos Estados, southwest to northeast on that 45-degree plane that we've been talking about.
Yeah, Yerk, it's so eerie. I mean, it really is. It's dark. It's dark, and that now you're looking at that almost perfect 12 to 6 shape of the crescent as if you were looking at it on the clock. It is. I'm not going to break down and cry, Yurko, but it's a magical event. It's a magical event.
Can you confirm that there are more lumens shining upon the Earth now?
I don't have the answer to that, my friend. I wish I did, but I don't know.
That's how you measure light, Carmen. Lumens.
I know that. I know what a lumen is, but I don't have the correct answer on it. It is shedding more light or less. I would think it's shedding less because there's so much of the sun that is blocked out. It would appear to me, common sense-wise, that it would be shedding a lot less light, a lot less visible light onto the Earth.
Interesting theory, Carmen.
Am I wrong? I don't know. Do you know?
No, since 2007, I mean, since it was 94% blocked, I'm feeling we're getting more lumens shining upon the Earth now. I would be guessing.
Oh, you mean okay?
Yeah.
It is cool to watch the shape of the crescent. I will say that's kind of neat. I mean, and it doesn't because we don't have the full blockage. That crescent has remained. It's very thin, a little thin sliver but it's going clockwise around, and it's kind of cool.
Carm,
as the moon crosses
I can
between us.
confirm for you now. Now's the time to go to Garrett's Popcorn, and we will
All right.
see
Do you want me to go
when
to
you
Garrett's?
get back.
All right.
We will
All right,
see
I'll
you
go.
when you get back in the studios
Danny.
after
What's
you do your
Garrett's?
right job.
Give me the corporate card. He wants Garrett's popcorn. Give me the corporate card. All right, I'll pay. I'll go.
I'll pay you
stop
back
at
when
Garrett's.
you get here. All right, get going. Get moving.
All right,
That was
okay.
Carmen,
All
our
right.
man on
Beautiful.
the street here in beautiful Chicago.